All right. Let's start here. Let's go with EA. Man, EA, why the hell? So let's start off with Titanfall.
Titanfall.
So what do you guys think about Titanfall 2?
That game looks
Amazing.
amazing.
Anyone wants to start?
Hold on.
It's amazing.
Anything else that's amazing?
No, that pretty much covers it all.
I mean, Titanfall, like, it's just your next shooter was like a whole bunch of robots, destruction. It basically is gonna feel like doing a whole bunch of kaiju / Jaeger battles. Is
Well, it's
Giant
Call of
mechas.
Duty
Okay.
shooter gameplay, basically.
it's basically Gundam.
I've always said that grappling hooks make any game better. Titanfall 2 gets grappling hooks. That's the best part about Titanfall. They made a mech.
Abilities.
They had a life-size mech in front of the convention center. I saw a couple
Yeah, they
pictures
did.
of it. It's also worth noting it's going to get a beta test or like some kind of testing.
It's getting a stress test.
Yeah, a stress test, and it comes out October 28th.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it has a release date.
And first of all, the most important thing, it has story.
Oh yeah, it has. It has
The
a
first
campaign.
one didn't have story.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
just love the fact.
some
I just love
people.
the fact that the robot
Talks.
has its own personality.
Does it? Oh right.
I'm like, I'm gonna play the game, and when that robot talks to me, I'm gonna be like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he really sounded like a transformer, didn't he?
Basically.
Yeah, it
No,
did.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy that talks as Optimus Prime. Pretty sure
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same voice.
Anyway, yeah,
Totally
I just hope
opposite.
the story in Titanfall isn't just another Call of Duty story. You know.
Oh, it's not. The pilot died.
Kotaru,
The pilot
Kotaru,
died.
Kotaru. It's basically a Call of Duty.
He's
It
crying already,
feels
dude.
Like Call of Duty.
Well, if you didn't
No.
know, the people that make Titanfall, the first one, were some people that were fired from Call of Duty.
They're the original Infinity Warfare team, weren't they?
Oh my gosh, I was laughing through
Very
all
Infinity
EA press conference, man.
You're such a hater.
I'm not.
Well, it was basically like sports and then
Sports.
and then Titanfall.
Okay, before we get to sports, let's go to Mass Effect very quickly.
Oh,
What do
Better,
you
better.
guys think about Mass Effect?
Man, for
Amazing.
crying out
Open
loud,
world.
that's like the one thing I was expecting like a lot of news for. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that
nothing.
it showed up. But man, we still learned nothing about that game.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Like that was talked about 4 years ago. It's been 4 long years since this has come up, and we still learned nothing today.
Yeah.
Other
You
than
know
the
one
fact that
thing?
the Mako is back, something that I loved about the first game, and that the controls probably aren't half as wonky as they were before.
Which
And
probably
that
doesn't
we
mean
have
much.
a lot more freedom than the other three.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said it. They said that they were gonna scratch a lot of things they did from the old ones, and they were gonna burn the imagination away, which means they're gonna make it so so big, it's gonna break my eyes. So bad.
Another No Man's Sky.
No.
Something else about
Nah.
something else about Mass Effect was a theme that I found about EA's that I did not like, and that's the fact that it's running on the Frostbite engine,
I
and that
kinda
a
do
number
like
of
that,
other
though.
things are running on the Frostbite engine. What? Shinji?
Yeah.
All
I kind of
right,
liked. The
Frostbite.
only thing I liked about Frostbite a lot was the graphics.
But from my perspective, Frostbite has an infamous reputation of everything that runs on Frostbite is a completely broken, buggy mess when it comes out. It's like the developers.
Not everything. Like
I
Star
can't.
Wars Battlefront runs Frostbite, and that actually doesn't have any issues that I know of right
Okay,
now.
that's fair. There's nothing to that game though, so
Yeah, I
there's
know.
not as much for them to screw up, right?
We'll talk about Star Wars later.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Anything else about Mass Effect?
Yes, the fact
Andromeda?
that I don't know how close attention you guys were paying attention, but during the sports stuff, I don't blame you guys for not paying attention to the sports stuff because Mass Effect came after the sports stuff in the middle of a 15-minute jerking contest of like 15 minutes of sports titles. Like there was a banner for did you guys notice like a banner saying like this in like 5 minutes or whatever?
Yes.
So in the
Yes.
morning, in the middle of this completely boring but sports talk, it's like Mass Effect Andromeda in 5 minutes.
No,
I thought that
it
was like
Yeah,
so
Battlefront
troll.
1 or something like that.
Huh?
It was Battlefront 1 or something like that.
They did battle.
Yes.
No, they did for Mass Effect. I specifically wrote it down.
Okay.
Because it made me laugh that like that comes up like in the middle of this boring conversation. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
Oh my god. So now that we're talking about sports, what do you guys think about Madden and FIFA 17?
Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, it's gonna be the best sports game ever. I'm gonna use
It always
my
is.
favorite teams, and I'm gonna be like sassing all the way down with all
There's
my
gonna be
teams.
camera shots of the managers in the middle of your game.
Oh
They're
my
gonna hug your
God.
players. Realistic hugs.
You can customize the managers now.
You get like in-depth reason as to why they spank you before you get sent out.
what really drives me off of these games, and mostly about the new FIFA game, is this freaking story mode. Who the hell does a story mode on a FIFA game?
Does it have
I
a...
did it in the
Yes, it's called the Journey.
The Hunter story mode. This new player that I don't know about. Look,
Alexander Hunter. It's called FIFA The
I
Journey.
watch a lot of sports. I like soccer. I like UEFA. I like FIFA. I like La Mundial and all of that. But I do not know this player.
the world. If people didn't understand what he said.
It's football. It doesn't matter.
And it still runs on the Frostbite engine.
Exactly, and that's one of the problems that I'm having right now, because Frostbite's doing like mostly everything right now. Like,
Yeah, what the heck?
The whole conference was just
Well,
talking about Frostbite.
Yeah, I was so surprised. Everything's on Frostbite. Like, that's supposed to be just Battlefield, and then
exactly.
now it's everything.
Yeah.
From Mass Effect is football.
All right. Going on to. So, what do you guys think about EA Originals?
it's original.
Goodness.
I mean, the one game that I did like was Faye.
That's the only one they talked about.
Did Faye
wasn't
come out of EA Originals?
Yes, that was the only
Yeah.
thing I thought they showed. I just thought it was kind of like an indie branch.
Yeah, Faye. I kind of actually
Faye.
liked that game, but
Fee. It's
I
a
was-
FE is what it was called. FE.
well, he
Yeah.
pronounced it Faye.
Fee.
Yeah, Faye.
Faye or
I'm just
Faye.
saying how it was spelled.
But
It's her puppy.
it basically just looked like another kind of like what is this game called? Limbo. It just looked like another Limbo, but 3D.
Or Journey.
Yeah. Well, it's more like Limbo in the sense that like it's a little bit more darker ish colors.
Yeah, much bigger.
Can we
Yeah.
talk more about Titanfall, which it was awesome?
Let's talk about
can't
Star
wait.
Wars.
Star Wars already? We're moving pretty quick through EA. Man,
Let's go on with
a
freaking
lot
Star
faster.
Wars.
We learned nothing.
Nothing. They talked about 3 games they made, and then they're like, "We have a lot of people doing
Just
whatever
let-
the
ju-
fuck
just
they
let
want with
Kotaru
Star Wars."
explain what he saw.
I didn't even bother
This-
writing it all down.
Let
I
Kotaru
love this
expl-
part. This is the part I love right now. Okay,
Go
I'm
on.
pretty sure nobody noticed the teaser.
No.
Are we
Nobody
talking
noticed
about-
the teaser, right?
Which one are we talking about?
There's
That's why
a
it takes all
teaser
of us to
inside
get
that
this.
game of a
Teaser,
new
man.
game Star Wars, and nobody didn't notice it. It's a teaser.
Uh-huh.
Respawn, the guys that are doing Titanfall, they before E3 started, they kind of confirmed they were doing a Star Wars game, which is like a RPG third person, Star Wars. which I'm pretty sure is gonna be in the Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were talking about the games they were doing about Star Wars, and then when they enter out of nowhere, they enter with the director creative of Respawn, the woman, and she was talking how she wanted to do like a movie in the game, and people were like thinking about Old Republics, right, when she was talking about it, because they were showing Old Republics in those moments. So everybody was like, "Oh, she's talking about Old Republics, that piece of shit of BioWare." But then, and it's going all the way. Then it comes to the Japanese guy that was doing like the arts, and he was like, "Oh, I've been trying to make her vision." And when you see the concept art, it's pretty different from Old Republic if you look at it very well. And then out of nowhere, they show like this in-game engine at the shot of a guy coming out from a place in the desert of Tatooine.
Yeah, it wasn't that the art director, the Asian one? Like, that's what I thought it was.
But that's the art director of Respawn.
Yeah.
So they put the Respawn people out of nowhere, and people didn't notice that they were talking about the new game, because they show that in-game at the shot that is from the new game that it's coming, and nobody noticed it. And you didn't notice because right now I'm explaining it.
Well, no, I know what you're talking about, and I noticed it because it said early in-game footage, but I didn't think it was super special. But
It's super special. It's a new game.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, out of the tiny bit that we saw,
I learned
Respawn's
something. I learned they're doing it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your
You
feelings.
know what? I don't need to say anything because he just summed it up the best. So
Yeah, they're doing it.
my
So
feelings
that means
exactly.
It's okay.
So what's this Star Wars mobile game called?
I playing it. The Hero Galaxy. It's pretty fun. It's like
It's a turn-based, right?
Yeah. But it's kind of fun. You know what it's to have Darth Vader with Chewbacca in the same team? It's fun.
All right. So let's go to Battlefield 1.
Oh yeah.
I know this one. All of us like this.
Dude,
Christian
like-
doesn't like it because he said he's not gonna buy another first person
Well,
ever
look,
again.
admittedly, I'm not gonna buy Battlefield 1, but it looked amazing when I saw it. The Frostbite engine does look beautiful.
Frostbite.
They had a lot of cool celebrities
And
there.
then-
They had
Oh,
Snoop
yeah.
Dogg and Peanut Butter Gamer.
They had Zac Efron.
Dude, you texted me about that like right when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, I know, man.
I was like, out of everyone there, they had to choose Zac Efron to be there, the least gamer person celebrity that
Fox.
they could afford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
don't even
they-
know who
Actually-
that is.
If you-
Actually, he was
I
pretty
don't
good,
know,
man.
Yeah, he did. He actually did like a cool play out of nowhere.
I don't
You
care.
see the part that there's the scene that this guy throws himself from the sapler, and when he's falling down, he parachutes and he starts shooting. That was Zac Efron.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, he did that cool move in the game. I'm pretty sure that was the only moment he did some cool. But who gives a damn?
Only
He did
some
I
cool.
wonder how much did EA pay to all these celebrities to just be in the press conferences?
Hey, they needed it to be cool. So
They didn't need to give Snoop any money. They just give him some dang kush.
They
Oh,
needed to
dude,
be
Snoop
cool.
was the best person there.
Snoop. Well, it had Peanut Butter Gamer and Snoop. Like, there wasn't anything more I could ask for. Those two guys in the same room playing the same game. It's like, wow.
Oh, guys, the trailer they did for the multiplayer versus thing, that was actually pretty funny. With the
Oh, yeah. The teams beforehand. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. That was super funny. You're right.
Oh man,
There was a lot of
Stone
fake-
Mountain missed a chance to do something better. But,
Yeah.
these other dudes, what are they called? Neebs?
Neebs, yes. Oh, my gosh. That was funny, you
And
guys.
Stone Mountain. Yeah.
Stone Mountain 64 versus Neebs. They had a funny trailer, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. Let's go to this very important part. Have you guys noticed the scale of destruction that is in that game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
Battlefield
yes.
games.
Yeah.
Basically, anything can be destroyed right now in that game. Really, because I don't know you, but when that Zeppelin went falling down in the middle of the map, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what
All
the
the
thing with
houses
this,
went down.
the thing with the Zeppelin is I didn't really get a good context as like the real kind of destruction it can do. You know, all the shots. Did you guys watch all the gameplay afterwards?
No, but you
Nah, I just
okay?
gave
When
up.
the Zeppelin fall, if you didn't notice, there was like this millisecond that appeared like all this kills out of nowhere when the Zeppelin
didn't see
fall.
that.
I'm pretty sure there were people when that thing was falling, and they were like, "Oh, we're fine."
Yeah, I bet. Well,
Yeah.
I had
Pretty much.
I had the gameplay on after, just to have it on in the background and just look out for Snoop, basically. And
He
they
was
never
camping
had
the whole game.
they never
was
said any
funny.
real context for what the Zeppelin did. I thought it was player controlled, but there weren't any shots of it being player controlled.
I
It
don't
just
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, there was
Guy.
one.
So you
There
think
was one.
there was
the part
one?
the part that I told you when Zac Efron he's in the Zeppelin shooting. If you didn't notice, there
I
was
didn't
the part
catch-
when he's
I
shooting
didn't
the
catch that.
Zeppelin, he throws himself out.
I didn't watch any of the multiplayer battles, so I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So
Speaking of, sorry.
Any last thing?
Yes.
For EA.
Yeah, speaking of funny things, Shinja, you have picture, so I have a few things. I have one thing in particular.
I have a picture.
Yeah, you should have picture when you go to edit this. Right?
Oh yeah, I do have.
Okay, you're gonna have picture when you go to edit this. We were all making fun of EA Originals. Something that just was just wrong to me is the guy who's doing the presentation for EA Originals when he first came out. Did you guys notice his shirt that he was wearing? It's just all black, and then in all caps, it just says "We are gamers."
Oh yeah.
Flash that up on
And they
screen.
were saying that, and they were saying that the shirt had that while they were talking about sports, right?
It was when EA Originals was being presented. The other thing is the guy who was talking about, how did we decide we were going to pronounce that? Fee.
Fee.
Did you guys get the vibe that he was going to burst out in tears like at any second?
He was getting very
I
emotional.
thought he
about
was
it.
so
Yeah,
emotional. I thought he was going to cry, dude.
I thought he was gonna cry.
Cut to that beautiful crying footage we might have.
I was watching it with Kaine, my girlfriend, and she was like, "Is he crying? No, he's just nervous."
He came so close.
And
to
he was
crying.
very
oh.
nervous.
Oh no, that's what he made you. He was actually about to cry. I'm pretty sure the guy knew. He played the game, and it's very suffering in one part. So he was like, "But I'm talking about this game."
Dude, the same thing happened last year when they were talking about Unraveled. Like the dude who was presenting Unraveled, like
He was
like
nervous.
freaking out. He was
Hey,
shaking
wait a
on
minute.
stage.
I played on Marvel, and when you're almost half of the game, it feels emotional.
Yeah, it's
No,
cute,
I'm
though.
not saying it's not an emotional game, but you like if you look back at the video of like when they showed Unraveled, like the guy is like he's pulling out the little yarn figure thing and he's like shaking,
He was
showing
shaking.
it.
It was shaking.
I
mean, I would
just
be
feel so
nervous.
awkward. No, yeah, I can't say I wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It's great that he's being so genuine, but yeah.
Man, I thought he was gonna cry, dude.
He was like, you see this little figure? This little figure, it's so beautiful. You see the figure wiggling. The figure's
He
wiggling.
sounded like he was gonna cry. I kind of was like, he's crying? I'm like, I can't see him from over here. The camera was
Sweeping
moving
jib
so
shot
much.
into a tear.
You would notice that when was he talking? There was footages and the camera was very far away or was moving very like constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe he's crying, like avoiding the viewers from over here.
See, he's saying
Get
take
it.
wider shots to not have close up of him crying. Don't go back to the mid. Like stall that as much as you
Go
can.
back to the...
Yeah, you know what?
For sports.
I thought it was funny because, like, at the very beginning, they talk about at the very, very beginning of the conference, they like talked about Battlefield, and instead of saying Zeppelins, he said airships. and I never really see them described as airships. So
They're
my mind is
basically
like,
the
what?
same
We're
thing.
gonna see some. They took some cues from Super Mario Brothers 3, like airships.
Well, I thought Final Fantasy immediately.
Yeah, or Final Fantasy. I thought Super Mario Brothers 3. I thought via the satellite thing, and my final thought as far as EA goes is I'm glad they went first. It's like getting the bad stuff out of the way first.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I
here
wanna
it
say
comes.
One thing. No. Shut up. One
Defending
thing.
everything.
No, I'm not gonna defend anything. I'm just gonna say something to Officer Dan. How you feel to know that Nintendo's not gonna put a conference?
We'll talk about that when we get to it. We don't know what's gonna happen exactly.
Fell down.
I feel
But hey,
so
how about that guy
emotional.
who broke his arm and they walked up and hey,
Dude,
are your shoes
everyone-
tied?
Like they're talking about Madden and like freaking like he's like, oh, I'm totally gonna beat this guy. No, I'm the best player. They bring out the full lineup and then you
Every
see the
year-
dude with a broken arm.
Yeah, that was horrible. Every year, somebody puts together the most cringeworthy moments of E3. Like, you can find them on YouTube easy. I guarantee you that's going to end up somewhere.
Yeah.
Your shoes tied? Injured man? Okay.
I,
Don't trip. Don't fall off the stage. Break your other arm.
Oh,
I personally will play a real sport. Like, they literally were going to have a live stream with this competition with sports game. I'm like, with Madden, you do the shit with Madden?
dude, what
I
really
just-
bothered me was like when they were showing like the montage of like, you know, pro gamers, like MLG players
Yeah.
doing Madden, and it's just close up shots of their faces, and they're just like, it's just completely blank expressions looking at the TV. It's like, this is the most intense thing in my life.
Yeah, like,
And
who
it-
the frick cares?
I dropped out of high school for this.
That's exactly like no, the one dude was like, the one dude was like, oh, I'd lose sleep and go to school without sleeping, just playing Madden all night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Give it your all, dude. That's what it takes.
It almost seemed like a documentary. Like, in that
It gets
moment,
to
like,
a point.
what the fuck?
It gets to a point that they dropped the school so hard that it goes to a point that you're like, you gotta divide the points. How do I do that? You didn't got math? No, I dropped school.
You didn't got man.
You don't got English either.
Alright,
Yeah, I
guys,
understand.
final verdict for EA press conference. 0
I
out
give
of
it
10
a-
something.
I give it a frostbite out of 8.
Okay. Let's have a heart. I'm gonna give them a better point. It's gonna be 3 out of 10, because there were only 3 spotlights. So 3 out of 10. That's it.
I didn't know we were going into this with scores.
I
I would
give
have put
it a-
more thought into it. What am I,
give it a
IGN?
fee out of F.
3 out of F.
Fee.
Like Pro Jared. Like Pro Jared.
Yes.
Otaken?
Taking out the sports game, I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Giving
But
it
with
actual
the sport
rankings.
games, I give it a 2 out of 10, man.
I like the energy we have on this.
Hey,
Alright.
come on. The
But-
sports were awesome.
Dude. That was
Oh,
oh, shit, man. Everything, every year it's the same shit, man.
Okay,
They're like, oh,
look,
we have new graphics. They look the same as last year.
on a serious note,
Oh no, they look more sweatier now. Did you notice that? Have you noticed that each new game of sports, the guy looks more sweatier and more sweaty. It's like more sweat, more
Who the
sweat.
hell
That's how you know
cares
it's
about the
realistic.
sweat of the dude? Anyways,
They do.
let me
They
get
do.
to my final verdict of EA's press conference 2016, and I'll give it a
Knowing you,
freaking
it's gonna be a 0.
2 out of freaking 10. This piece of shit.
Look, I'm
I
gonna be
was
generous. I'm gonna be generous because like I actually have hope for EA Originals, so I was give it a 5 out of 10.
Oh, that was generous for your part. Yeah, I should applaud that.
Just because of EA Original. Thank you.
Anyways, let's go to the good part, and let's go to Bethesda freaking EA press conference.
Before
Fan
that,
service. Fan service.
before the games of Bethesda, that stage looks amazing.
Yeah,
That was amazing,
Exactly, totally amazing stage.
Come
Better
on.
than
You
EA.
look at
Okay,
that,
okay,
and you look at
okay.
EA stage. The EA stage is very crappy, man.
It was shit.
It was shit.
No. Okay, how many people find awesome the fact that they did pre the oh my god pre stuff they did before the the press conference, which
You're
was they
talking
were
about
like
the
giving
trivia?
stuff.
They
Yeah,
they
it
played
was
some
all- that
trailers
was
and they had
awesome.
people talking.
I think that was very smart from their part because if we go back, okay, I saw all the EA conference in with IGN.
Yeah.
So since they did like this delayed being exagerado before they started.
What?
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
like
they
this
did.
exaggerated delay. They
Yeah.
did because it's supposed to be at 3, but
Yeah.
then they started like at 3:40 something.
Oh yeah, I
No,
know
it
what
was
you
they
mean.
did.
3:05. Didn't they? Like they started like 5 or 6 minutes late.
I was a little bit lost
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah, was wrong because they said they were gonna do it this hour, so this hour it was.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, Bethesda started late
That
as
was
well
wrong.
too.
Yeah, Bethesda was.
Yeah.
like
You know
20
how
minutes
sad
late.
it is that IGN had to like
10 minutes.
fail that cap, that they didn't have something to do, and the fact that Bethesda actually had something to show before the press conference, it was actually cool. I found that very cool from
Now,
their part.
at least EA didn't drop any frames or went black, unlike Bethesda.
Oh yeah, there was
yeah, the
that.
stream went on black.
We were
Oh
like-
my gosh, that was pretty
I
embarrassing.
thought that was only me.
No,
No,
dude, yeah,
man.
I was like, what the heck? And then we look at chat,
I
and
saw it
everyone's
Twitch
like,
chat, yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Rip. E3's canceled.
I was mine.
The chat
happened
went
to
very
me.
fast.
It happened to me, but the good thing was people got a minute. The good thing was that when it happened, it was like they were like giving this lore of the Elder Scrolls Legends game, which nobody gave a fuck because it was like this it were like pictures and the guy was like talking over the
Give a
pictures.
fuck.
So I didn't found that awesome. I prefer more like a cutscene.
Yeah,
That
I know
could
what you mean.
give me like more.
Anyways, let's go and jump to the Quake Champions
Oh
CGI trailer. How do you guys experience that visual?
I wasn't even expecting it.
I wasn't
was-
expecting it either.
I was very confused when they were showing. I was like, "Is this Doom? Doom?
it
Is
looked
this
like
Doom?"
it because it's the same.
So,
Okay.
it looked good in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I
it
heard
just feels.
rumors. I heard rumors they were like thinking about doing stuff like that, but I didn't thought they were gonna willing to do Quake because I was like, yeah, Quake was magical, but I don't think they're gonna do it because even
The last
though
Quake
everything
game was-
else-
20 years ago, wasn't it?
15.
yeah,
Wasn't it Quake 3?
but
No.
I was like, I don't think they're gonna risk themselves doing that thing when they're having like exceed this good things with Doom and Fallout 4 and the other one, and I was like, oh, I think they're not gonna do that. And out of nowhere, here you have Quake. And I'm like, whoa, they just don't give a shit. They just want to give fans what they want, no matter what happens.
I gotta admit that CGI trailer really hooked me out. Like, wow, I know it's CGI, it's not a gameplay, but I give them props.
It was a pleasant surprise to me. It feels so soon after we had one great legendary thing like Doom that just
Yeah.
happened, and now here's the other like old school hard hitter coming out with something new again already.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of happy because they're finally doing the old school. The reason why first-person shooters were good,
Yeah.
not Call of Duty, which is
Yeah.
basically what everybody It's like, oh my god, Call of
They're
Duty's
pledging
the
that
best shit.
Quake is gonna have all the same mechanics like old school Quake. You're rocket jumping and strafe jumping
yeah.
and bunny hopping and all that, and that does my heart good.
The whole time we were watching the conference,
Yeah.
they kept saying different stuff like, oh, it's like the thing that revolutionized multiplayer gaming, and it like you'll never find another experience like this. And blah blah. I'm like, that's what they said about every other game.
I mean, you hear that every year. Everybody talks like that. It's buzzwords.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm
But-
I'm
but
not
let's be
getting
honest.
too hyped up.
Let's be honest. Quake
Doom.
was.
No, Doom. Doom.
I'll
When they
accept
throw
Doom.
the new Doom. When they throw the new Doom, I was like, okay, new Doom. Cool. But when they put like this aspect in the multiplayer that you can turn into the demon, I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is good. But
Mhm.
I'm kind of worried. Because the problem about that is that now the multiplayer is going to become, and I'm pretty sure it has done already, it has become like this pursuit of becoming the demon in all the
Yeah.
matches. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically gonna be like in Battlefront where everyone tries to become the hero.
Yeah, everybody wants to be Darth Vader.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be very
And let's
broken.
be honest, he's OP.
He's broken, man.
All the heroes are broken.
Yeah.
No. Han
Even
Solo's
Leia.
stupid. Everybody can kill Han Solo.
The one that's
Let's
broken
be
is Boba
honest.
Fett. Boba Fett's broken.
Oh. Yeah, Boba Fett is broken as hell. The flamethrower shit. Oh my god.
So,
Anyway,
so yeah, you were gonna say Shinja?
no, I was just trying to move it off the Star
All
Wars
right.
topic.
It was going with Battlefield.
No, it's Elder Scrolls. It's my, wow.
The remake. Oh man, that looks
Elder
beautiful.
Scrolls.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
The next thing was
What?
they talked about the MMO. So what are
Yeah.
we talking about? I mean, they covered a card game, the MMO, and the
Mostly
remaster.
everything, yeah.
Oh,
Let's
dude,
go
I'm super
first.
excited for the remaster.
Yes,
Yeah, the
it's good that
remastered,
they
yeah.
just straight up confirmed that because there were quite a few rumors about that the past week or two. Actually,
Yeah, the fans wanted it. They're gonna get it. It's totally good. I love it.
With
I
mods.
yeah, it's
And they're-
good.
With
Alright,
mods. Do
wait,
not
with mods.
forget that
Oh, yeah.
fact.
Yeah,
They
mods
said
has to
it's
be the
coming.
best part.
Gosh, the world just loves Skyrim. You know, that's all people
Dude,
talk about.
talking about awkward side stage stuff and whatnot. Like after the main conference, like they were talking to the Elder Scrolls dude with the Bethesda side stage people, the
Yeah.
pre-conference dudes, and it was pretty funny just watching them ask about the remastered edition and also like Elder Scrolls Online. They're like, so like, are all these mods like super new? And the guy's like, no, they're all the original PC ones. But like, it's just great that they're on PlayStation now. They're like, oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
because hey, what you expected? It's like, fuck, you're getting the remake, which means it's the same game. They're not gonna change anything.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just they just put
added
it
new
better.
textures and stuff.
And it comes with a
I-
DLC.
I heard.
And I
they
heard
were
something
gonna
that
make
PC gamers
new
were gonna get
DLC.
free something.
Yeah.
They were gonna make new DLC too.
They
Right.
called it the special edition, I think. I mean, it
Yeah.
is a remaster. The official name was Skyrim.
And they were gonna
Special.
change a few things too.
Mm-hmm.
Besides from graphics, a few other things that we're gonna change.
The fact
Finally
that they're
make
gonna
it a
put
game that's not
mods.
broken.
Is it me or I'm the only one who's happy because they're saying they're gonna put mods on it?
We're happy too.
No, yeah, everyone's happy.
We
Hey,
don't sound
come
like
on.
it.
Who doesn't want to be happy to have the sword of the Buster Sword? Come on, Buster Sword in my
Cloud.
PlayStation.
Let's
Oh
go,
my
Master
God.
Chief.
Let's go.
Donkey reference. You can't help
I
it.
You
was
know-
excited.
I was smacking the dragon with my Buster Sword, and then out of nowhere I go and do the shout.
And
Oh
then out of nowhere, you come riding on My Little Pony.
I'm on a Macho Man
that's
kick,
all-
so the big one is
Then you hear-
Randy Macho Man Savage is a dragon. Oh yeah!
You have Thomas the Train just help you
Thomas
out.
the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, the Thomas one. Oh my god, that was good.
madness is gonna be on your PlayStation 4. Oh yeah.
Dude, I just want the dancing guitar playing bear.
Dude, I don't know if
I
I'm the
know.
only one. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm pumped up playing the online. I want to buy the game right now.
I was surprised there's still love for that game. I mean, I was under the impression not a lot of people cared for it when it came out, and then they're trying to say that it
Okay.
had 7 million subscribers. So you played it?
Oh, they have. They actually have. It comes
They
Well,
actually have, man.
Because they changed
in
the game
consoles
after
because
launch.
in
I think.
PC,
Mm-hmm.
in PC they kind of died a little bit. In PC they died, but when they put it on consoles, there were a lot of people that went
Really?
at it.
I have it
Consoles,
on PC.
it's people say it's better in consoles because it's more easy to play with it. You know, because you
Yeah.
have the controller. So
I
don't
stopped
know,
paying attention to it. I think people wanted like MMO, like wanted more Skyrim again.
Yeah, they
And
wanted
they
more
didn't get it
Skyrim
from the
but
MMO.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
But from what I saw, they did make it like that after a while.
I did too, but like, yeah, I was surprised there's that much love. I just stopped paying attention.
No, because at the beginning when they started the online scrolls, the Elder Scrolls Online, it was like not that good. But then when they made the tank, oh my god, the name.
The free version.
Tamriel.
The free version
Tamriel.
without, yeah.
Yeah, the Tamriel. When they did that one, they fixed a lot of the issues that had the game. They fixed a lot the world. They fixed a lot of the how it looked, and they put it like a Skyrim vibe. And since they did that, the game has become like more better, you know, for people.
That's
And
good.
now with the new update that's coming up, you're gonna have total freedom in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
No,
be
it's not. It's
assassins.
gonna be more like Skyrim
Mhm.
and less linear.
Yeah.
I used to play the Dark Brotherhood, so I'm like,
yeah, everybody
I'm pumped
loves
for that.
Thieves. I remember them putting in the Thieves Guild stuff, right? And then everybody also loves the Dark Brotherhood stuff.
Yep.
And all the Elder
The
Scrolls
Dark
games.
Brotherhood stuff looks so
Yeah.
good that they showed
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
They showed it off a bit too much.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm
it
pretty
looked
sure they
great.
didn't show that much because I'm pretty sure
It's
they-
already on PC, so they didn't show that much, man.
Like I kept seeing it over and over again, but I was watching on 2 monitors, so I may have just seen it twice.
That expansion is already out for PC, so people are playing it right now.
in
They said-
PC.
NPC,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we
Um,
got new things for. You were going to say something, Officer Dan?
Yes, briefly, because Shinja has audio visual. Probably during the Elder Scrolls stuff, because again, I would just want to say I was in a mindset that I was surprised to still see love for that game. There was a girl that was going nuts
Oh,
in the
oh
crowd.
my
That was
goodness.
cracking me up. Shinja, if you got that, you play that back, because it was cracking me up.
And based on the response, you like the changes. 7 million of you who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch on.
You're gonna make me watch the whole conference again.
But we're telling you where this stuff is, so
Okay.
it shouldn't be that bad.
Okay.
But that was cracking me up. She went like nuts like twice.
Every minute.
I'm glad you guys picked up on that too.
She did it 2 times. She did it when they talked
Yes.
about the remake, and then she did it when they talked about the Dark Brotherhood expansion.
Yeah.
And
See,
when
it was
they
enough
showed
for
the
these guys to
new,
notice,
the
too.
new update where you're gonna have total freedom, she did it then again.
Yeah. No, but that
She said, like,
freedom,
really?
that freedom is for the party issues, because there were party issues because if you were like level 1, you're starting the game, you couldn't team up with people that were higher level. Because that's usually what people think in MMOs. I'm gonna team up with higher people so I can get more XP. But they were like, oh, there were issues because of level, and now they're like kind of breaking that, so that you can play with.
Also
Doesn't matter.
Missions, because there's a few
Yeah.
missions that you can enter because you are under leveled.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
not only
dungeons.
that,
If you want to play a
it's-
dungeon with friends, you can't enter because even if they can do it, you can't.
Well,
So
it's
then
like
now they can change that.
the way most MMOs work is like most of the world is closed off for you until you complete like the main story, and after you complete the main story, like everything's just open, and then expansion packs come in. But people wanted it to be just like how Skyrim was, where literally right after
Everything's
you,
open.
yeah, right after like the first few like
You ride the cart.
tutorial, like you're done.
You ride the cart and then you're free.
Yep. Like you're
Yeah, you
out.
can do
You
whatever.
you want.
Enter the place there that you can get killed so disgustingly bad. Because that the magic of Skyrim was that you were like free. And then you go to this place where there are higher levels and you're like you died and you're like, okay, now I know I'm not supposed to go there.
Yeah.
Right now. So it was like it was cool for that in that aspect that you didn't know where you should be for now. And then
But you could still
once
like
you realize,
eventually go there. Like you could just fuck around, level up, and then come back. Like you didn't have to
Yeah,
follow the
right.
main
I know.
story.
I remember the first time I played Skyrim, that I was like, how the hell do I do this? And I just crouched, and I walked like three steps, and there was like, oh, you level up in sneaking, and I was like, what?
Leveled up everywhere.
Like so, yeah. Pick a flower, level up.
All right, Fallout. There's some really cool new things about Fallout 4. There's not
Wait a
much.
sec- Wait a second, Zyberpunky. Nobody cared about the trading card game while we were on Elder
Oh
Scrolls?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, of course. Yes.
It's basically Hearthstone. I don't give a crap about that game.
Oh no, it's
Why?
not.
You beat me in Hearthstone, that's it. I got all these legendaries and you can't beat me.
It's more complicated.
Yeah, I
than
think it's more
Hearthstone.
complicated.
It's
yeah.
more. It's another freaking Magic of the Gathering.
No.
certificate.
Dude, I opened the floodgates, didn't I? This is great.
It looked
I
like
was saying-
Redstone. It looked like Redstone.
No,
'Cause it is.
It did, man. It did. I have to admit it. Like, man, this looked like.
Cállate, Satanás! It was not. It's
Dumb.
different. You have like this too. It's like it's very like.
You,
You
can't
gotta
even
think
say
very
when
well.
it's like.
Oh my God! Shut up. You gotta think in that game very exagerado. I'm sorry if it sounded Spanish.
Exaggerated.
No, it's really because you have like this two areas. You have like two lanes, and in each lane you can put 5 cards. That's the maximum cards. You
I'm
can
still going to download the game.
put.
Is it free? I didn't pay attention.
Lanes?
And each time you get hit, you lose a rune, which is important. The rune is important so you can do shit.
Did they combine
I
a
can't believe I
MOBA
just
with a
saw
fucking
this
like
stupid
card
video, and I
Anyway.
game? If
understand.
they did,
half of
I'm
it.
not even gonna play it anymore either.
Anyways, let's go
Don't play it. I
on.
don't give a shit.
Let's keep on with let's forget about Fallout because Fallout 4 we already know what it was.
No.
It's just
Right.
a new DLC.
Fallout 4 virtual reality, man.
Well,
VR.
we're going to
yeah,
VR.
Bethesda VR right now. That's where I'm going.
But they didn't show any of it.
Doom
though.
VR.
No,
Doom
it didn't
VR
show me.
and Fallout 4 VR.
People, you're just getting. You just. I can feel that Officer Dan just wants the war in this place. He wants.
No,
war.
after that, he's like, man, it's another piece of shit.
Bro, why am I even here? Cyberpunky's reading my. He's got my number.
Come on, you guys are just don't give it a little chance.
No, I'm just
They did
messing,
something
dude.
good. Said that mods are coming now for PlayStation 4, which is good to know. Because there were mods in the X1 that they were I kind of wanted to try. Because there were one mod in the Xbox One that was like they boost the graphics in the game, which make the game more beautiful than what it is. So I was like hoping to test those mods, and now that they said, oh, the mods are coming to PlayStation too, so I'm like, okay, I can test them now.
Well,
You know what I mean?
the improved graphics and stuff they put in supposedly make it look better than those mods. They said.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. I still love. There's one mod they did that I haven't seen Bethesda beat it right until now. That is like they put like the wasteland. They put it more wasteland looking than what it is, and it looks very wasteland. It feels like it's really apocalyptic.
Skyrim.
No, we were talking about Fallout, man.
We passed Skyrim a long time ago, my friend.
Well, you said Skyrim and Fallout, and then I was like confused for a second.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you go.
Anyways,
Anyway.
let's go directly to Dishonored 2. What do you guys think about that masterpiece?
It looks amazing.
Love the first game.
Oh yeah,
I see no reason to be disappointed with this one.
me neither.
You know how sad. There's a thing sad about me. I played the first game, and I played it 3 times, and the 3 times I was so desperate that I wanted the high chaos ending. I was like, I want to make this world disgusting at all costs, but that never happened. I was too good
All right.
at killing.
Indeed.
I was
So
really
you
good at
never
hiding
got-
the stupid bodies. No, because I was so good killing silently. Nobody noticed me. I even got the stupid trophy that says Shadow. And I'm like, what's that shit? And when I look at it, you passed the game without being detected once. And I was like, but I want the chaos. And never got it. Because I was too good in the fucking game.
Yeah. So, what else do you guys think about Dishonored 2?
I think Emily is a pretty good
And
sandbox.
I like
love
the
the
time
way
traveling
that you have a
mechanic.
choice.
Oh, the time traveling was really awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like the timeline shifting.
Yeah. That
Oh,
looks
yeah,
really
that
cool.
I also love that you have a choice to pick a character, and different characters means different type of story.
Yeah.
I love the
it's
fact that they
twice the
said.
game.
I love the fact that they said. That sounded almost kind of stupid. I love that they said that Corvo is the same set, but it's upgraded. They upgraded the things. So I love the fact that they said it's the same set. We don't want to show it to you because it's the same set. You get it?
Yeah, it's basically the same, but stronger.
Just, Because he's pretty sure more mature than before, so it's gotta be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And Emily, the fact that Corvo talks in this game, I was like, oh my god, Corvo has
Oh yeah,
a voice.
I like the fact that they
Full
said
voice
that
acted.
both
Yeah.
characters are fully voice acted.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really weird because like it's gonna remind me of like when I first played Dead Space 1. Like the protagonist wasn't.
Oh yeah, how
voice acted,
Isaac didn't talk.
Yeah, and then on Dead Space 2, he was fully voice acted.
Yeah.
And that was such a weird jump.
Yeah, you're
No,
not
you
used
didn't
to it.
notice. You didn't notice the beginning of the trailer that Emily's walking the room and Corvo's beside her talking.
No, yeah, I know, but it's still gonna be weird.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds
Dude, by-
cool. I was
Dude,
like,
by the way, that limited edition.
Dude, I just want the mask.
When
Dude,
the remake,
Corvo's
the
mask.
remake,
I want the mask.
Yeah.
That mask
is
looked cool.
sweet.
I'm a poor pleb,
and
so I won't be able to
if you
afford
pre-order
it.
the game, I think you get the remake of
Yes,
Dishonored
if
first.
you pre-order, you get the definitive edition. Yeah.
Yep, which I already have anyways.
Yeah, but you get it again.
I'm like, I'm gonna buy that collector edition just to have the mask and go at Halloween with the mask. And I'm gonna be like,
That's gonna cost you like
$100.
$100, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't-
even more.
Dishonored is one of my favorite games.
Did you guys see a
Don't give
price
shit.
point on it? Because I didn't.
No. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be near like 200.
You guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys think it's
Yeah.
gonna be 200?
I'm almost
Because of the
positive.
mask.
I
Uncharted
near
wasn't 200,
at
and
least
that came with like a
120.
stone resin statue.
But what about Fallout 4 was the Pep Boy watch? How much was that?
It wasn't 200.
How
100.
much was it? Like 150?
It was like 100. It was 100.
it was
like
100,
100.
man.
Let's
Just
see.
100. And it was heavy, that shit.
Yeah, like who wonder wear that around.
For cosplay, man.
I would.
Right.
Ooh, fun.
All right. So last but not least, what do you guys think about Prey?
Oh, man.
That.
It looked pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I'm excited for a new IP. So
Yeah. New
okay.
intellectual property's good.
They said when they said it's a psychological game, I was like, this is gonna feel like it's Alien. It's gonna be like,
It
don't tell me
wasn't.
it's an alien that I'm
Alien.
gonna run away. I'm gonna run away all the time. This stupid game, and I gotta hide. No, they show the guy shooting that shit. But what I liked about it, it was that you have guns, you have weapons, but you still feel stupid.
Yeah.
Because that
You
thing
feel
is like OP
vulnerable.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
You feel vulnerable, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I really like. I think it was mostly CGI trailer, but at the same time, it showed the shooter part.
I don't know. That felt like a
I think it
gameplay.
was all just cutscenes in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cutscenes. Yeah.
I think it was in game, though, so it's probably good.
I was like,
Uh,
when I saw the beginning that he's like waking up, he checks his eyes, he's fine. Then he wakes up again. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Okay. This is a
It's still
mind
not-
game.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Yeah,
man,
and
is
it-
this gonna be like Inception or something?
Yeah.
He looks again his eye, and it's a little bit red, and I'm like, okay. And then he
They-
goes again, and his eye is full red, and I'm like, oh.
They kept,
getting-
you know, the computer was saying the date and time over and over,
Yeah.
and it was about the third or fourth time. It's like, oh man, are we getting like a science fiction version of Groundhog Day with Bill Murray?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the
Confirmed.
point that they're like,
Groundhog Day
oh,
2.
we're gonna do some experiments in this shit, and I'm like, oh.
I really
It's
wanted to
just-
hear about the Scroll 6, but I think that's for next year then.
Yeah.
When I saw
Dude,
them
they have
introduce
to do
the Skyrim Remastered Edition, I thought at first they were gonna do Elder Scrolls 6 until they showed like, PlayStation 3, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a remaster. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I even thought it too. I thought that because he was like, "You asked for it, we give it to you," and it's like, you hear the music. But okay, I was like, "Oh, don't tell me they're gonna do the Elder Scrolls," because they show like the El Paisaje and that thing. But out of nowhere, it starts the Dova King music, and I'm like, "Oh, this is Skyrim." I just can't deny the fact this song.
All right. Anything else for this Bethesda press conference?
I
It
think
was
that's it.
beautiful.
Oh, of course.
The fans were good at it, especially
yeah.
oh,
They were satisfied. Yep.
I can't
Especially
think of
that one.
anything right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. See, pull up that audio footage, Shinjin. The VR part. When they announced VR, that was such a pleasant surprise. After they named the games, there's one guy in the crowd who's like, yes! He cracked me up. Another thing that cracked me up was when they were doing Dishonored 2 gameplay. The ragdoll, like, she did like force push on a guy, and he like fell over. The guy got shot up the butt, dude. Shut the gun. Yeah, it like went right up his butt.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty amazing. They got Blink 182 of all people. Like
Yeah.
people are like at a concert
Okay.
for Blink 182 of all things.
do you
I'm
guys
surprised they're
do you
still
guys
around.
feel that? Do you guys feel that Emily, she's very overpowered her powers? Because I saw the Domino one, and the Domino one is kind of OP. The fact that she can link people, and
Mhm.
if one of them, of the link one is dead, everybody dies.
Pretty sure
Or
I'm pretty sure if you put the game in hard, then it will be balanced.
Well,
I'm
even
pretty
then,
sure it's still
I feel
the
like
same
there's
shit.
probably like some limit to it, like if you don't do it in a certain amount of time,
Or it'll take up a lot of mana. You know, when I was first seeing it, I kind of thought Corvo's ability to take over people's bodies completely. I thought that was pretty insane to be putting in a game. But they'll have a way to balance it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, they always do.
And talking about notes, I was looking, when they did the question shits and that stuff, and they went to the guy of Dishonor, and the guy of Dishonor is like, they talk about the powers of Corvo, how they are now, and he's like, possession is better now. You can possess somebody, and then you can switch to another person.
Oh, dude, that's
I'm
awesome.
like, what? You can switch from that person, switch to another person, then switch to a fish to run away.
Yeah.
Switch to fish.
And they said that there's a funny fact now that when you can't even possess dead people if you upgraded it. I'm like, you can possess dead people?
Wasn't there a power in the
And
last
they
game where
said
you
that-
could like control dead people? I can't remember.
No, he can possess. He can go inside the body of a dead people and see through its eyes. And they say there's a funny factor that they did that you gotta think very well when you're gonna use the possession. Because if the dead person is looking to the floor and you possess it, you can't see shit. Because you're in the floor and you look in the floor, so you can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think very, very wisely when you're gonna use the possession and how you're gonna use it. And it's like, oh, it's pretty cool. The powers of Corvo have been like, and I love the part when he's like, oh, so what happens with the swarm of rats? How is that upgraded? And he's like, there's more rats. I was like, oh, good.
We're expecting
Good
something
job.
different.
I don't know, but Bethesda always do like this, those funny answers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well,
it's just
They have a
it's-
good sense of humor.
It's not only that, it's just like you have like just they're usually just gamers, and like the people asking the questions aren't really gamers, and they're trying to find like questions to ask, so they ask dumb questions like that. It's like, yep. They're like, what were you
That's it?
expecting?
Are you expecting a giant rat comes out of nowhere and it's like, I am the master of all the storm? That's like fucked up if that happens. I would be like, fuck this, I'm not playing it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Final verdict.
10 out
Yeah,
of 10.
you know. 10 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I know Officer Dan, it's gonna be like 5 something, cause since he's like, oh shit,
Well,
this is a piece of shit, and that's a piece
if
of shit,
you-
and that's a
if
piece
you-
of shit, cause it's not Nintendo, so it's a piece of shit.
I haven't been
Shoot it,
giving
shoot it.
scores, and I'm not going to give scores.
Shoot it.
And by the
Shoot
way, I'm sorry I've come across as like a completely cynical, negative person. I'm really not like that.
They're just playing you out to be the bad guy. You haven't said anything negative.
Shut up, Christian. You son of a mother.
That's not my name. I am Shinja.
Shinja.
I'm gonna have
Shinja,
to
my
give
my
this,
cre my Shinja Ponce. I don't know whatever else you are.
Anyway,
My God,
It's my turn.
the,
by the
ma-
way.
the
Yes.
mastermind.
let
in-
Officer Dan make his final verdict, please.
I love everybody
Oh.
here.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
I enjoyed Bethesda's. I was wondering if they'd even have enough to talk about. And when I watch E3, I like pleasant surprises, and Bethesda is the first to give that to me so far. You know, we have
Nice.
Doom and Fallout 4 VR is a pleasant surprise. Prey as a new IP is a pleasant surprise. We were all kind of expecting Skyrim remaster, but I kind of wanted it. So to me, that was neat to get a first glimpse of that. I only have had Skyrim on the 360, and I don't have it on Steam or anything. I just haven't bothered to spend the money, and I will spend the money on this because that is just really great. So I'm glad that I waited. And it was neat to hear that Elder Scrolls Online is doing so well. It's going to make me take a second look at that. And Fallout 4 is getting conveyor belts.
What?
It's the DLC, the workshop
Oh yeah,
DLC.
the
Oh, dude, and I love Dishonored. I thought the first game was awesome. It was cool to see actual gameplay instead of a
Yes.
pre-rendered cutscene like it is standard fare. Like there hasn't been a lot of actual gameplay already.
Yes.
I mean, it's just started. I mean, we got to see some for Battlefield, of course, and then we got to see that with this, Dishonored sequel, and that's great.
I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't get to see too many new IPs. Like, out of both conferences, we only saw like 2 new IPs.
Well, they might just be saving that for the big guns too.
Maybe.
Possibly.
All right. So after Dan, you rated.
All right.
Your verdict was.
Anyone else? Or...
His verdict was a nice surprise.
Nice. You, Otaken.
Oh, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Cool. Kotaru. Here we go.
I'm pretty right
Okay.
now.
Something
Oh,
happened.
I'm gonna be the bitch. I'm gonna be the bitch. Even though I'm Bethesda's fan and everything, Skyrim, I was expecting it, so there's no surprise there for me. I'm happy that Elder Scrolls Online is doing well. The Dark Brotherhood got me by surprise because I didn't give a shit anymore until now. Fallout 4, I was kind of down until they said, oh, mods are coming to PlayStation 4. And then they showed the Nuka World thing that they were working about, that everybody was like, oh, we want a Nuka World, which is going to be like the next expansion they're going to do. They show it, so I'm like, okay, fine, at least that's real. And I'm expecting Legends, planning to play it. I don't give a damn if Chinja doesn't want to play it.
Sure,
I'm gonna play it. Shut
I'll
up.
do whatever I want.
Please
It's a MOBA with Hearthstone.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. Just please tell us the freaking final verdict already.
Oh. Okay. My final shit is I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. And that's
4 out of what?
A 4 out of 10.
Okay.
alright. Then I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Hands down and down the mic.
Oh, yeah.
So, both conferences were, well, not both were good, but but we know EA had their difficulties with
Just
their stage and. So, anyways, we're just gonna leave it here.
wait.
What?
Just before you finish, if people didn't understand what I meant by 4 out of 10, I want to make it's because I feel that nothing in it kind of surprised me, because I was like expecting all of that. In a way, that's the reason why I put the 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I expected
Seems fair.
almost everything.
Yeah, it seems
So-
fair. I know it's below average, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying it because I know that YouTube can be bitch sometimes, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Kotaru doesn't know shit."
those are fanboys, man. Yeah, like, this Kotaru is such a loser, Kotaru guy.
I don't know why I feel like this feeling that I'm the most hated person in Zyberpunky's channel. I'm pretty sure I am.
Possibly in the podcast.
You're probably making it up in your head, dude.
Anyways.
Is that why you're trying to throw shade on me, dude?
Maybe I gotta keep the reputation.
Yeah.
Anyways, we had tons of fun. I never have laughed a lot in a freaking podcast. I mean, this is the vertically the second one, but this I laughed a lot. So yeah, that will be it, guys. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Zyberpunky.
Kotaru.
Okay.
Kotaru. I'm Otaken.
No, you're not.
They should just Then she's just gonna be like, I'm Shinja. And then Officer Dan, hey, I'm Officer Dan. If you wanna check our channel, you can come. Oh my god.
Okay, continue. Kotaru.
Kotaru?
And I'm Otaken.
And I'm Shinja,
And I'm Officer Dan.
and we're from Karibukai Play.
So while you're waiting for more E3 news from Zyberstation,
Maybe you should come check out our channel where
we
do
upload
stuff.
we upload multiple times a week and we stream every Friday.
Sometimes Friday nights, hopefully every night. I don't know.
Very late.
Bye!
And I'll see you guys. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later.
I think that's the best outro we have ever said.